Okay, this is going to be another one of those videos where I speculate about something that may be coming to the future or may not come at all. And what I'm speculating is somewhere along the lines of another PlayStation Vita or PlayStation TV. And the reason why I say that is because we know that the Xbox Scarlett is working on two different models. One model is going to be, let's say, kind of like your Xbox One S. It's going to be minimum performance, and then they're going to have their higher end performance, which will be like their Xbox One X. So you think of it as you're jumping into what price point you want to get in. And there's talk that PlayStation is going to adopt this same attitude towards a console release. A standard version and then like a pro version. Now, Xbox has also mentioned something about releasing maybe a system that is only a streaming device for Game Pass, and PlayStation just recently has lowered the price on their PlayStation Now, which is their streaming service, and PlayStation is talking about really focusing on streaming as the future, like Google Stadia is. And I'm not no big fan of this kind of stuff, and I believe most gamers at the core are in the same way. They don't want to have to worry about their internet speed. And the problem is, if you have siblings in the household all playing games, how are they going to stream on their Wi-Fi or their broadband on the limit that they have? So if you just have a game physical with the hardware that supports it, then that's good for everybody. But the reason why I'm getting into what I'm saying is another Vita. I don't necessarily say there will be a Vita2 that will play cartridges. I believe they may actually release a handheld device that's like the Vita that only streams games. And the same thing goes with like a PlayStation TV, which that is more likely is in development, that they will make a streaming only device, which will be very similar to like a PlayStation TV. But it won't be taking cartridges. It may take memory cards to back up your game saves, and that will probably be about it. But if you remember, the first Vita had the AT&T SIM card port. So imagine you have this streaming device that's handheld, and to actually use it to its full advantage, you would actually want to use a SIM card. Yeah, you could use your mobile hotspot if you wanted to, but let's say people who's wanting to spend the money to actually make this a streaming console with everything in it that it needs without even having another product, that I could see them bring that part back. And that kind of, to some people, may fail. Like, it's not something really people wanted. So the next Vita came out that they took that out of it. But the thing is, it's kind of hard to say that anything portable will come from Sony ever again, because now there's not individual branches through different regions. Now it's like one management team holding everything. Now, if you know anything about Japanese culture, that they were really into the handheld systems. So doing this may actually kill Sony's popularity in Japan with hardware, not so much software, but with hardware. And this portability being gone from the scene may actually have done that. But we do know that PlayStation is supposed to be developing a controller that's kind of like the Stadium controller, to where it's connected through Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi to your service, so you can stream from one device and jump to another. And they're doing a whole lot more with apps on the tablets and phones. So you kind of do have a like a Vita that just is just for streaming. If you use a tablet and a controller with it, like a DualShock 4, and this new controller kind of adds to that in the future. But I think a lot of people like that one all-in-one console or unit where it has the controllers and the screen. That's like your Game Boy, your Vita. And to back this up, we see how successful that the Switch Lite, the actual Switch Lite, you will see how that's took off. You don't have to worry about swapping out controllers. It's not real big and bulky, and it's just all one little piece, and it fits nice, and it has like a neatness to it by being that way. And I think that's what people do like about it. Even if you already have a system, you go and get a Switch Lite just to add to this little neatness. Yes, I have a Switch, but I just like this neatness of this controller. And I have not picked up a Switch Lite yet. I pre-ordered the Pokemon one that's coming out, and I may actually do a little bit of review on it. I've seen some nice, neat videos about using the 8-bit Duke controller in the phone clip with it, and just sticking the Switch Lite in that. And I think that's really cool. If if PlayStation made something that was kind of similar to just that all-in-one, just like a controller with a little flip-top screen, it popped up. Now that might be a good way to do your streaming device, which I have heard something about a new controller. They may actually have a screen built into it, or a slot to upgrade and put a screen in it. It's kind of like the little Dreamcast memory card thing. That's what I think about when I see that. But that was a whole lot different screen. So like I said, this is just speculating. Not really saying that I really have any idea, but this is kind of like what's next, what's next. And all these ideas are something that really could possibly happen, because if everybody's really pushing streaming, then it could just happen. But I still think it will take time for people to catch on, and it's going to be a generation that's still not yet here, or either they're here, they're just not in the game market right now. So that's what I see. And I think but this could be a good thing if streaming games is really popular. This could push companies like Spectrum, AT&T, who actually provide internet service, to boost up and lower their sales, lower the prices of their service, but also boost the development of broaden the bandwidth to other cities, other locations. And what this will do is improve not just gaming, but communications, worldwide. Which some may say that can be a bad thing, but not necessarily. Hey guys, I know this is a young channel, that I recommend you clicking the subscribe button. We need to exchange ideas and what we speculate on the gaming world and the gaming community. You know, hardware has been such an important thing to me. And some of the stuff that you may leave in the comments may inspire me to write more videos. So, what I'm asking you is not so much to commit being a follower of mine, but I'm asking you to be someone who shapes the gaming industry. Because if you may not have noticed, but some of the things in some YouTube videos are starting to become a real thing. And you have channels like Spawnweight and RGT85 mentioning stuff, and then later on it becomes a thing. And I actually think that me and you ought to be those people to tell these companies what we want and what we hope for, and not so much about just give us what you think that you want, what you think we need, or what you think we want. Let's tell them what we really are looking for.